Welcome to the Freelancers Tea Break, the bite-sized podcast all about freelancing and working from home to enjoy during your tea break. Brought to you by Emma Cossey from freelancelifestyle.co.uk. And now, your host, Emma Cossey.
This week, I want to talk to you about Gmail. I love Gmail. Yes, it's a little bit buggy. Yes, it has a habit of crashing occasionally. But I love that I can route all my other emails addresses from it. I love that I can choose the layout of my Gmail and route around those pesky sale emails that suck me into a browsing vortex. Most of all, I love that there are so many options for customizing your experience. So, I wanted to share 3 of my favourite apps and hacks for Gmail success. So first up is MixMax. Now this one's less well known than a couple of the others that I've got. MixMax is like Gmail on caffeine. It's a plugin that adds a lot more functionality to my emails. So I mainly use it when I'm on a browser because it doesn't work on mobile version at the moment. But some of the functionality or functions that it offers include saving templates for future use. So I use this to save my coaching agreements and the responses that I tend to use most often. You can add in your availability, polls, slideshows, surveys, loads of other cool bits. You can even add in your own custom HTML code. You can track opening and clicking rate of emails. So if you want to check if, for example, a client has opened your email or clicked on a link, you can do that through MixMax. You can schedule emails for the future. So this morning, I have a check-in that I wanted to do with a client tomorrow. So I've already scheduled that in to go out to her tomorrow morning. And when you add in a link, it pops up in the email. It's a really lovely embeddable, clickable box with a bit more of a preview. So it's much more attractive than just a link. So MixMax for me makes the biggest difference. Now, if I'm having a day where my emails have just got too much or I haven't been able to check my emails for a couple of days, I go for the email game, which is my second choice. What you do is you log in with Gmail and you can race through your emails with a time limit for each email. You can respond, archive or boomerang items back into your inbox at a later time or date. And essentially there's a little smiley face that gets happier and happier as you deal with more and more emails. Now if you skip an email, it doesn't get happier, so you've got to deal with them while they're there. It's a really great way to gamify your inbox. My third suggestion is Unroll.me. Now, I know everybody has talked about Unroll.me now, and it's not a particularly new tool, but I would still say it's an essential part of keeping my inbox in any kind of decent shape. So, if you haven't heard of Unroll.me, it's particularly great for anyone that has an inbox full of subscriptions. So that's anyone really that's been on the internet for more than a couple of years. A lot of us have been on the internet for perhaps nearly 2 decades now and have numerous subscriptions that we haven't got around to unsubscribing to. So the Unroll.me app allows you to either unsubscribe from them, which is great. You can unroll it, which means that you can add it to the daily summary that you'll get. So you'll get an email each day with a summary of what emails you've had from these particular subscribing emails. And they also end up in a subfolder. So you can check it throughout the day, but it just means that it's not there cluttering up your inbox. Your inbox is free for all the really important stuff, client information, all that kind of thing. So Unroll.me is perfect if your inbox is an absolute nightmare and you find yourself more often clicking on the John Lewis website rather than dealing with a client email. So those are my top 3. I do have other ones that I use. There's a button I use called Add to Trello, which means that when I get an email, it automatically adds it when I click on the button to a Trello board that I have. So that's quite great for tracking things. And there's all sorts of other ones, but I would love to hear from you. What tools and apps do you use with Gmail to improve the functionality even more? Tweet me with your suggestions. I'm on Twitter, freelance_life, or you can come join me in the Facebook group. Now, all you have to do that, it's a private Facebook group for subscribers only. Just jump on my website, freelancelifestyle.co.uk/newsletter, And once you sign up to my newsletter, which goes out once a week with lots of useful links for freelancers, you'll get access to the Facebook group, to my free online courses for freelancers, which covers the first 30 days of going freelance, how to pitch, how to improve your confidence as a freelancer. So I've got lots of courses in there for you, and there are also quite a few freebies coming your way once you sign up to the mailing list. I will leave all those links in the notes of the podcast so that you can have a look there. And have a wonderful freelancing week.